Hello, this is Victor at RestoreMercedes.com. This video is for Ivson in California. Today we have a 92 to 93 W140 amplifier in pieces. This is the better version, first version of Bose amplifier found in S classes. And this video is to show that I just repaired 7 channels and I'm starting on the board next. And I just want to show that all individual channels do work now. They work nicely, no problems. And this is basically a purpose of this video. The overall connections here, this is my homemade rig, so I can just plug in channels individually into these connectors here. Source for the music was taken from SoundCloud off my tablet. And here's the speaker just to show you that it does, sound comes out from somewhere. So I'm going to connect individual channels to show that they do play. Now woofers, subwoofers, they play faintly because you have 4 woofers all together, whereas I have only one here. So for that purpose, just to show that they play, if the camera does not catch it, I'm going to put this piece of just a matchbox. I'll place it against the speaker like such, so you will see that it moves. That will mean that the speaker is moving, and that will prove that it actually does play. Unfortunately, I cannot play it too loud because the speaker is quite weak. Cannot really play low frequencies loud. Okay, so first things first, all the channels are right here. Power is taken from my power supply, 12 volts. And I'm going to put the music on first. So let's get it to play. Okay, so now the music is playing, so what we're going to do next is we're going to connect channels. So first one here is, this one is right rear door. So let's get this plugged in here. Right rear, there are different amplifiers, so this is the right rear, left rear and center speaker by the mirror. They're one type and then the rest is different type. Next one we're going to play left rear, let's wait for some bass or something. This was left rear. Now we have center speaker, center channel, center field. This is gonna play pretty much only highs. You see it plays only high frequencies. You don't hear it too much. I'll bump up the volume if camera doesn't pick it up. Again, that's a small little speaker behind rear view mirror, so it cannot play all frequencies, just high frequency speaker. Okay. Moving on to the next set of speakers. Right front. So we're going to plug in right front now. And let me just plug it in this right front. I'm sorry, this way. There. Right front was that, and this is woofer, left front. Excuse me. And moving on to woofers now. Again, woofers. This is right woofer. I don't know if camera picks it up or not, so I'm gonna put this matchstick box, matches. As you can see, let's see how it looks on the camera. Oh yeah, you hear it, you see it moving. That speaker moving. So once you have all 4 subwoofers play inside rear deck where the trunk is making it an enclosure, obviously it's going to be much louder. Move on to the left woofer sets. That's left woofer. You can see that I don't know, maybe you can even hear it. It's the woofer. Let me get some. Let me see what's playing. Okay, so that was here. Steady bass. Okay, so left woofer, right woofer. Go to left front.
The life you breathe, bring your mind to everlasting liberty. Come on.
Left front. Now we got right front. The track is going to change now, so you get the idea. Center speaker. Yeah, rear view mirror. Just high frequencies. Then we have left rear door.
Come to see victory in a land called fantasy. Love life a new degree.
And right rear door. There it goes. Basically right now, at this point, all our channels are playing, working. I'm going to finish them up with some hot glue as factory. Had hot glue on them. If you look inside, you had some hot glue. I had to take it apart. So I just wanted to test all the, so all the transistors, they all work. So that's gonna be fine. See, same on all channels, except for the that front fill. Here's a hot glue on this one in there as well, as you can see. So I'm gonna have to put some. The back is pretty much, whatever etching happened, not too bad. So just a couple of lines I had to redo, but pretty much all of them are like that. Some of them are a little darker because I had to heat them up a little more. That's not a damage, that's just overheating the board a little bit because capacitor won't come out. Basically etches in there. With the capacitor, acid comes out on the board, makes chemical reaction happens. So sometimes it's not easy to remove the capacitor, so you have to, I try to usually heat the board up not to destroy it while pulling on it. So just heat it up and it gives in, and you pull the capacitor out. Here's a little more, dark spots, but again, nothing to worry about. Everything works just fine. Like these boards, they're a little different. The lines actually just completely disintegrate when acid gets on them. It eats them up. So here is not too bad. I can show you one bad one in a minute from previous amps. Same here. So this little line right here was completely disintegrated, so I had to run a bypass here, some bypasses here, and some just in case over here. And the last one, wasn't too bad. just solder it in. So the bad board is when it's like completely corroded, really badly etched in. Like, I don't know, once I work on this one, I'll see what I'm gonna do with these. As you can see, there's like really black spots, burnt spots, kind of. It's acid that leaks out from capacitor. That's kind of I don't know if that's a water damage to the acid itself, but this is clearly acid etching on the main board, and some capacitor legs over here, as you can see right there. So when you try to unsolder, it's basically the actual line that it connects to breaks apart, and you have to redo it. On this board, on the main board here, looks clean, looks decent. So I mean, I like it. This board looks pretty good, salvageable. So I'll start on the main board in a minute, and so far so good. So these are the channels, and you know, when I get the amplifier back together, I'll make another test video when the amp is all complete, with boards are soldered into the amp. They all go inside the main board, and then we'll know that the amplifier itself, complete piece, works. Individual channels work. It's good news. So second thing would be to do the board. Alright, well, thank you for watching. This was Victor at RestoreYourMercedes.com.